Hello and welcome back to another episode on the channel by me, the Wise James. Just reacting to another episode on SimpSaverSam's channel. This one is Girl Boss Gets Fired seconds after posting this on social media. Let's get into it.
Oh, I got fired. Help a girl
we got
out.
real broke people out here. We got real broke people.
With the QR code.
Not today.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
Don't you think it's so cute how men want a model, a maid, a mother, and a therapist all in one? But God forbid we want a man with money.
Isn't it crazy how women want a guy who's just left his mum and dad's place, he's got £1 million in his savings, he's 7'5" and drives a Bugatti?
I don't want some fucking thing that she said.
Wrong and ignorant, but science can help you learn more. I'm Max Butterfield, Dr. Max Butterfield. I study this kind of thing for a living. 3 science-backed facts you should know. Number 1, men want someone who will be kind to them. They want somebody to be nice, like a normal human being. That seems fair. Number 2, they want somebody who is physically attractive. Again, reasonable and fair. And number 3, they want somebody who's attracted to them. Normal, reasonable, fair.
Remember guys, in 2025, girls can have preferences, but if a man there mentions one of his preferences, you're the bad guy.
It's an evil world we live in.
Oh, you as a man mention a preference. You're instantly a narcissistic, sexist, misogynist. That's what you'll be.
In this legendary...
So all I have to say is sometimes girls' nights will ruin your relationship.
Honestly, a girls' night out is literally just never a girls' night out.
It's never. Unfortunately, as much as we say it's a girls' night out, it's gonna end up in some deep chaos. Don't let your girls go out.
Well, I appreciate her honesty. Most of us already knew it, but it's nice to hear a woman saying it.
Yeah, we already know that. It's not news to us.
This question is for the men. Why are you so dramatic?
Dramatic?
So dramatic when we ask to do a simple task around the house. This goes out to the husbands. Men, husbands. I ask my husband, can you sweep and mop?
Right?
Please, I'll do the bathrooms. They said no problem. I was like speechless. He didn't fight me on it. 4 days later, this shows up.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Good idea.
Yeah, work smarter, not harder.
This is amazing. I need to get myself one of those.
I don't see the problem here. The floor's done. It gets done automatically. He's done the job. What's the problem? What the fuck is the problem?
I really do. That looks awesome.
What's your expectation?
Princess treatment.
Princess treatment.
Yeah, I'm not too hard to deal with.
All right.
Like I
Not
said,
too
the
hard.
frequent dates, going out to eat, the romantic surprises, occasionally like the flowers, you know, like making sure everything is good in the house, like if I need anything.
Sure.
Not too much.
Not too much. We've got work on Monday, love.
Not too much, but she wants to be treated like a princess. That sounds a bit too much to me. How about, like, a man treats you like a human being? How's that?
What planet are you on where you think a guy's got time to be worrying about all that?
Question for you on that. So if that's what's expected of the guy, what's expected of you?
Oh. I don't know. I never...
You can't make this shit up. You really can't. You can't make it up. What a donut.
So she has expectations of men, but doesn't think men have expectations of her. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird?
You can't make this shit up!
Who should pay on the first date?
Okay, simple answer, the person who asked the person on a date.
Okay.
That's, I think, the go-to. If ever in doubt, that's the answer.
I do think, like, men should pay on the first date.
Okay.
I think the woman...
Ew. 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 If a woman expects a man to pay on the first date, that's when I never pay. You can go fuck yourself. Never. Not in a million years. The only woman who I pay for on the first date is the woman who doesn't expect it. because she's grateful. She's appreciative of anything that you might spend, right? Whereas if you go on a date with a woman and she expects you to pay, she's not even grateful. If you don't do it, you're the bad guy, because she has to pay. You see? And boy, do some women hate paying. Some women can't stand it. Not all women, but some women. So there's a difference, right? If a woman goes on the date with a hope the man's going to pay, that's okay. But if she goes on the date expecting him to pay, nah, I ain't paying. I'd leave you with the bill and walk out the date. To be honest, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Has done enough, you know? She got ready, she like fought through life, she's sitting in front of me just like...
What? Call me a knight in shining armor, it's fine, but what I'll say is, taking a woman out for food the first date, don't do it. Because a lot of girls just can't be asked, they're living off microwave meals, they can't be asked to cook and they just see you as a free meal, mate. Don't do it. But when it gets to that point, when you take a good woman out for food, you've been on a few dates prior, sure, I believe the guy should pay for it. You know, if she's invested the time and she's got ready, she's put on a nice dress, she's, you know, done all that stuff, I'm happy to pay for the date, but it has to be for the right person. That's a very important part. The girls who think otherwise, where they just demand you pay for this, pay for that, pay for everything, you already know where they belong.
She belongs to the streets.
Fired. Well, that sucks. I do work like 5 jobs though, so I guess we can scratch that one right off.
Oh dear.
5 minutes later.
Part 2 of I've lost my 3rd job in the past 4 months. So I got fired today, and I was explaining that I lost it because of TikTok.
This girl had 5 jobs and she's getting sacked from multiple jobs. How can you even have 5 jobs at once anyway, unless you're doing like 1 day a week? But what the hell was she doing to get fired?
But I just got fired because of that video of Big Lotto's challenge. Yay,
oh, no.
I'm glad I put 6 years in a company that would fire me in literally a day.
It's called congratulations, you played yourself.
A day of posting one video that harms nobody, that everybody was actually literally rooting for and happy about, but whatever, smart decision, smart move, you know? And then they put me on, it's called like an EFR list or something. Basically, I could never get rehired again. They will never rehire me again. Thanks, 16 to 22, thanks, all the shit I deal with, thanks.
So I did some investigations as to what the hell this brokey challenge is. I'm getting too old for all this stuff. So as you can imagine by the name of the challenge, there's this rapper, another crap female rapper, talking about you're a boss babe, that man's broke, you know, all the usual junk kids are listening to these days. And she set a challenge to everyday workers. It was like $10,000, whoever can like make a little music video alongside her lyrics, and that's what this woman was doing. She uploaded it. For obvious reasons, the employers were like, you know, you can't do this, you know, especially what's in the lyrics and what they're advocating for. You can't just do that at work. And they fired her. And there's loads of people doing this stuff. You know, she was riding the whole boss babe thing and advocating for that, and it kind of backfired for her after posting that. I mean, if you're gonna do it and it's, you know, you trying to get 10 grand, do it, but not telling the employers and doing it at work. You can understand why some people are getting fired. And it's not like they're singing along to Looney Tunes or something. They're, you know, the song of choice isn't exactly appropriate for some people. I think most of us, soon as we heard the name of the song, Brokey, we knew it was going to be a load of shit. But her...
The fact is, right, she's obviously done it while she's at work, on work time. She's not getting paid to fucking dance on TikTok while she's at work. So that's avoiding her responsibilities at her job, which is gross misconduct. An employer will sack you for gross misconduct and avoiding your responsibilities. Sorry, fault.
Getting fired because of this, you guys have to let me know in the comments. Do you agree with it or not? As we're on the topic of people doing cringy stuff at the workplace, here's another one for you.
Gender pay gap, bring it back! Gender pay gap, bring it back! It's giving millennial core! It's giving millennial core! Women should go back to the kitchen! Women should go back to the kitchen!
What the fuck is this?
I have to create cringe, impossible. Try not to cringe, impossible.
But wait!
This is like the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen.
There's more!
Gen Z bust in a mini. Gen Z bust in a mini. Itty bitty titties in a bob. Itty bitty titties in a bob. 5'3" and an attitude. 5'3" and an attitude.
What the fuck are you doing?
Like, I don't care if I get fired because of this. There's no way I would. But like, if any of my managers are watching this, keep scrolling. There's a few things that like different customers have said to me that have made me think like, girl, you're at a Chili's. 1, lemon in your water. This is a Chili's. It's not gonna make the water better and it's not gonna make the cup clean. 2, you want your steak butterflied? Am I saying that right? I don't know what that is. You're at a Chili's.
Is she insulting the customers of her employer who she works for? Is this what's happening? Like, am I getting this right?
There's a few things that different customers have said to me that have.
Oh.
1, lemon in your water. This is a Chili's. It's not gonna make the water better and it's not gonna make the cup clean. 2, you want your steak butterflied? Am I saying that right? I don't know what that is. You're at a Chili's. I'm gonna tell them what to do.
1 sec. Something keeps happening with my sound. Wait there.
They're not going to do it. And while we're at it, 3, I'm asking you how you want your steak cooked. It doesn't matter. It's a nicety. This is me being polite. You're going to get what you get. It will eat.
I tell you what, right? One thing you don't want to fuck with in a restaurant is your steaks. Because if a man fucking, where's the TV remote? Right, if a man comes to your restaurant, orders a medium rare steak, and you serve it to him well done, he'll tell you to fucking send it back and do it again. And your restaurant loses the money. So it's not a case of you'll get it how you get it, and if you don't like it, that's tough. You'll have to do it again, love. Like, how thick is this person? How thick are they? I bet this is the person who lost their job. I bet you.
There be bleeding or overdone. Like, just, why are you getting a steak here? 3, you're telling me the bathroom's dirty? What isn't? This is a Chili's.
So fucking go clean it, you stupid idiot. That's your job.
So many times a day, I just want to say, hey, you're at Chili's. Hey, guess where you are? You're at Chili's.
5 minutes later.
Sacked. Crying.
I got fired for it. My managers did not keep scrolling.
I don't blame their employer. You know what it is? You can't insult the customers of your company you work for. You will lose your job. You're a fucking moron, right? You can say that like for example, if you work for Sky and they ring up on Christmas and blame you for ruining their Christmas because they didn't know how to connect their Wi-Fi to their new devices they bought their children. So you can hear them on the phone telling their children how Sky ruined their Christmas. That guy on the phone you're speaking to, he's ruined your Christmas. You need to tell him how to sort your device out, you know? And people would do this to me. I've had more than 20 people do that to me on calls over the years I've worked Christmases for various companies, right? Where because they didn't understand technology, they would blame the company that they didn't understand how to connect it. Like, oh, it's their fault. So they tell the children, it's this person's fault for ruining your Christmas. That's fine, right? But I could still lose my job if I was working for a company and said that and like kicked off. I could lose my job because I'm being negative about the customers for the business I work for. And that doesn't look good. It can cost them business. It can cost them money. It means some customer might not go get a contract with them. Like, this is basic business stuff. Basic business stuff. I might have been out of the business world for a while, but It hasn't changed.
I don't know what some people expect to happen or why they think doing this is a good idea. You know, all of us have hated jobs we've done, but sharing it on the internet where they're obviously going to see it or someone's going to send it to them isn't exactly the smartest thing to do, is it? And then they make another video surprised as to why they got fired.
I bet the video afterwards was how they were a victim, probably.
You go for it. That one, this one, or this one?
Neither.
What?
I can tell you all three. You would have told me she was over a roster, and if she's her friend, and she's her friend, none of them are good. You gotta stay true to yourself, King.
What do you think is their body count?
I'ma say 15.
I think that's low balling.
Damn.
15.
She's more than 15, at least 20.
And I'm gonna say over 20.
Yeah, 100%.
Truly.
What's your body count?
I think that's generous.
4.
So what's the perfect body count for a woman?
For a woman, I'm gonna say under 7. Under 7.
Damn. So
anything above is crazy.
None of these can be.
I disagree. It depends on the age, right? So if you've got a 21-year-old woman who slept with 7 people, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, you know? If you've got an 18-year-old who's done it, that's even worse. But if you've got like a 40-year-old woman who slept with 7 people, that's fucking nothing, that, man. That's absolutely nothing. But a 21-year-old who slept with 7 people, yeah, that's bad. It depends on how old they are.
None of these can have a chance?
Not a chance. You gotta be worthy of yourself, man. You're worth more than that.
But you don't think high body count means more experience?
More experience? I don't give a fuck about more experience.
But shit, what would you rate them then?
Would I rate them?
Most people eligible for medical.
They good looking.
Nah. You gotta stay true to yourself, man.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
It's great to see the younger guys, you know, realizing this stuff, because those girls didn't even argue the fact. They didn't argue or disagree with what he was saying. This guy knows. This guy knows. We live in this weird world where if you're a man and you say you want a woman who's not been with other people and she's been around, that makes you a bad person. I find that really strange, because a lot of these women that say, you know, body count don't matter and women can go and sleep with who they want, they don't hold that same energy when their kids grow up and start going out, because deep down they know it's wrong. And the more guys that say no to this, the better, because they're not going to keep doing it.
In a generation.
Yep. The more men who reject women who have an extensive history of relationships, the better we'll all be. But the fact of the matter is, it's not even that. What's happening is it's the good men are rejecting these women who have had too many sexual partners. And the only people they can get now are simps and weaklings who are desperate. So they think there's no real men. It's rather funny, to be honest. It's rather funny.
And men and women have held.
There are real men. They're just all in relationships with women who can take accountability for their actions, you know? That's pretty much how it is.
Similar views or ideologies. With Gen Z, for the first time, we're seeing something very different, which is that men and women within Gen Z have very different views of the world, with women being much more progressive and liberal and men being much more conservative. This seems to be a global phenomenon. These charts are from an article that was in the Financial Times yesterday, and they picked a few countries for this particular graphic, but in the article they talk about countries pretty much all over the world. On these charts, the x-axis is time and the y-axis is political ideology, with higher on the axis being more liberal and lower on the axis being more conservative. If we look at South Korea, we see a huge gap that's developed over time among men and women between the ages of 18 and 29. And if you look at that red line, you do see women are becoming more progressive and more liberal over time, but really the biggest change is young men becoming much more conservative, especially in the last 5 to 8 years. South Korean women are so fed up with the discrimination against women in their society that they're refusing to get married and they're refusing to have children. That has led them to have the lowest birth rate in the world in 2022 at 0.78 births per woman. There's even a name for this movement, which is called the 4B movement. The 4Bs stand for no dating, no heterosexual sexual relationships, no heterosexual marriage, and no bearing children. South.
But that's because they're men. All the men in South Korea are becoming extremely conservative, which is like right-wing ideology. And then I'm falling for the trap of saying right-wing. Stupid.
Korea seems to have the biggest divide among Gen Z, but you see a similar pattern right here with the United States, with women becoming more liberal, men becoming more conservative, and the gap widening. And then you also see the same thing with Germany, where again, women are becoming more liberal, men are becoming more conservative, with the gap widening. In the UK, it seems to be that men and women are both becoming more liberal, but women are becoming more liberal more quickly than men, thus creating a larger gap. In the US, younger men have even more conservative views on gender than older generations. This is a chart showing responses to this statement: women seek to gain power by controlling over men. And what they show is the blue bars are responses from men, the red bars are responses from women, and the youngest groups are on the left of this chart, and the oldest groups are on the right of this chart. So you see the tallest blue bar,
right.
The age group in which there's the highest proportion of men agreeing with this statement is for men ages 18 to 29, or the youngest age group represented.
This is my thoughts on, that 4B movement. And you have to let me know if you agree or disagree. But a lot of the women who advocate for that, they're not the best looking people, are they? It's very easy for someone who never gets approached or never gets any attention, who's miserable all the time, to say, yeah, that's it now, doors are closed, I'm 4B movement. What are you talking about? You've been doing 4B for years before it even came out, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Guys, remember, with springtime approaching, man, don't let that $27 sundress cost you $100,000 in child support.
Wise words from a wise man.
Very, very smart. Very smart. Listen to the man.
I respect it.
I post my boyfriend my story pretty frequently, and I make sure he's on my Instagram too, so I don't really get bothered.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so
no.
I'm trying to look for your boyfriend. Yeah, where's your man? Where's your man?
Just look at these photos, guys. Do you really think?
You would never think she's in a relationship, because all them pictures of her in a bikini is disrespectful to her man and her relationship. You would never think in a million years this person was in a relationship.
Where's your man?
Just look at these photos, guys. Do you really think that this is appropriate for someone to do if they're in a relationship? Don't get me wrong. These photos, take them.
I was doing a bit of photography with, messing around with AI, and I just got into a relationship, and I didn't even think about it, because I'd been single for so long. I didn't even think about it. And I posted this image, and they said how it kind of bothered them. And I didn't intend to bother them. So do you know what I did? I deleted the fucking image. And I haven't done it since. I respect my relationship. I respect my partner. So I'm not going to post topless images. Now, I might post one in a vest, or, in a suit. But then there'll be modest selfies. It's not going to be sexualized. So this woman has no respect for her relationship, no respect for her man. She's advertising.
All means take them, but send them to your man. Don't be putting them up online for other people to see, because there's only one reason why people do that. And I'm talking about men and women here. There's only one reason why people do that. It's to get attention from other people. Likes, comments, DMs. You look great, you look pretty, all that. That's why they do it. It's just attention. Take the photos, but send them to your partner. Man, this is wild.
I just recently got signed with an agency.
Where's the boyfriend then?
No, these pictures for you, right? No, is that him there? Wait, no, my bad. Wait, it's the beach. He's over there. Wait, no, is that him? Oh, no, that's Ash. Yeah, okay. Yo, where is he? Yo, see him. What? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Let's go back last year, September.
A few moments later.
Oh, to go.
Go.
Alright, go.
Oh, you're leaving the show? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have to go.
Tagaji off the panel.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, she's got to go. I think didn't trigger her too much.
I don't know who that boyfriend is. You know, we can't really say his girlfriend has been where no man's been before. I don't know if that's the case. But it looks like to me she's everyone's girlfriend, mate.
Yo, how much I got?
If she had 2 wheels, she'd be a bike. There's only about 5 minutes left of the video, so I'm gonna just play it and react. You know, I'm just making a cigarette.
To make the date you.
He has to make me smile, me feel appreciated. It don't matter about all that money shit. Nah, because y'all be having money and y'all be goofy as hell. Y'all don't know how to talk to a bitch. Y'all weird as hell for real. Y'all weird.
The stuff she was saying at the start, she was 100% right. But at the tail end of what she was saying about people with money are weird and, you know, we don't date them. Well, when you see a yacht go by with a guy who's like 340 and he's with a 20-year-old model, you know, she don't care how weird or old that dude is.
So I have a hot take. AI is not just a buzzword if you use Monday CRM.
I'm so glad you said that. So for me, email composition works like magic. You know me, I'm not a great writer, but AI helps me keep it
Fuck
super...
off, you fucking cunts. Fuck off, you advert pricks.
You don't care how weird or old that dude is. These girls are going to keep dating those dudes with money. They could care less. That could be Shrek in a flipping bikini who's driving that yacht. If he's got money, they're going to be there.
What you should be doing to get girls, I know this is going to sound crazy. You should be focused on your goals and your purpose. When you're purpose-driven, you develop riches. And when you're pleasure-driven, you develop addiction. So I feel like you should be focused on your purpose, and anything that's not in alignment with your purpose, you won't even have time for it. But if it is in alignment and it adds value, then I say, you know, pursue it. If not, you know, remove it.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm sure you know guys, I know guys who haven't escaped that loop of chasing women. That's all they do. That's all they advocate for.
Weak. That's what that is. If all you do as a man is chase women, I think you're weak, to be honest. It just shows that you're not able to connect with any of them on a human level, and you're just using them for confidence and self-belief, because you don't get your confidence and self-belief from yourself. You get it from women, strange women, in fact. Because if you got it from the same woman, you'd stick with her. So...
buy the car, the watch, the shoes, the clothes. They can't really afford to just drive to the club once a week to flex the girls that they got money, and then they go back to the job they hate where they're on minimum wage, and they're just trying to present this lie and take photos on social media and chase women constantly, and they're just living a lie. And if those people just focus on themselves, had some goals, and made the money they're saying they make, the women would come to them. The ones they're chasing would go to them. You don't...
The truth is, right, Sam's right, okay lads, I know you think it's all about money and sleeping with loads of women, some of you, but it's not, right? It's not. If you've got £1 million, right, and you spend 100,000 of it on a fancy car, and then 100,000 on loads of fancy jewellery and clothes and accessories and phones and stuff and shoes, right? Then you got 800,000 left. You say buy your home, say £500,000 home, 500 grand. So you've spent 700 grand, right? You got 300,000 pounds left. So you go round trying to live this lifestyle of I'm a rich man, I'm a millionaire, but in reality, you're not, right? You're then going to be struggling every day for the rest of your life because you're trying to live a lifestyle that you can't afford, and you don't need to live that lifestyle. Like if you had £1 million, what you should have done was buy a good, reasonable, fast, safe car, like a BMW or Mercedes, or, you know, some $50,000 car, easy done, right? Then buy a £150,000, £200,000 house, and then use the rest to build a business or live happy. You don't need to have all this expensive bullshit all the time. Like, that won't make you happy. Money will make you feel good. It might make you happy temporarily, but if you haven't got someone to enjoy that money with, you're not going to enjoy it. You're just not. You're going to get used for your money. You're going to get your heart broken. And you'll use the money to try and repair that and deal with it. And you'll lose all your money. Some people who are rich and they're constantly chasing that bag, constantly chasing the next big paycheck, they'd be so much happier if they just settled down and just try to enjoy the rest of their life rather than constantly trying to have a bigger pile of gold. Like, that's just sad. Honestly, it's just sad. I know money's important and we all need it, but is it more important than happiness? Than peace and quiet? I don't think so. I don't think so.
You need to chase women. Focus on yourself, and those things will come later on.
It is kind of incentivized nowadays, and I heard you talk about how you think you should deal with it, but I think we're in a different time.
Ray Rice the
Now you can't.
I will.
No, you can't.
If you do me like that, I'm just gonna.
She just hit you over the head with a Henny bottle, got glasses stuck in your head.
I hit over her head with a pole.
No.
And we both go to jail. When the police show up, man, it hit me in the head right here. Look, man, I watched Uncle Curtis and Aunt B do it. Both of them stabbed one another. Back then, didn't nobody go to jail. Back then, you told the police, man, she done something wrong, and you convinced the police she done something wrong, you get to whoop her again.
No.
So, but this is what I'm saying. Equal opportunity, equal rights. Women want the same rights as men. It's called mutual combative. If you hit me and I hit you and the police show up and we both agreed to fight, nobody goes to jail. If you hit me, I'm hitting you. Now let's tell the police we had a mutual combative.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how the start of that was going to go, but he definitely cleared it up at the end there.
Yeah.
You know, if a woman is going to go that far as to hit a guy with a bottle round the head, you know, there's a lot of girls that do that and they think nothing's going to happen to them. And I don't want nothing to happen to no one like that. But if someone's going to do it, you better expect, you know, consequences for your actions.
I tell you what, if a girl was to bottle a man, right, and I saw it, and I saw the man punch her, honestly, I'd laugh. I'd literally laugh. I wouldn't think, oh my God, he's just punched a woman. Oh! But if she didn't hit him with a bottle and didn't do anything wrong and he's just punched her, oh, then it'd be fucking on. I'd jump him. I'd literally fucking jump him. But if she's hit him with a bottle and then he's punched her, honestly, I'd just laugh. It's her own fault. Like, I'm not going to defend people who don't deserve it. Especially women who don't deserve it. Like, so if a woman's attacking a man, you don't deserve men's defense. You can't attack one of us and then expect us to defend you. That doesn't work.
So, this forbidden soul.
Are you cheating on your husband with him?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We actually met here 2 months ago. He's
Here?
a cop. He works at the bars.
Cop, huh? Probably let her off with a crime. That's how they met.
I met him at because I was here for a bachelorette. And the rest
Yeah, drunk and disorderly.
was history. The rest is history. Yeah.
Yikes.
Just tell me. No, I met him 2 months ago. Yeah, he's great. So we're just like figuring it out. Okay. How long have you been
Figuring it
married?
out.
6 years.
That poor man. That poor fucking man. He probably has no idea. It's only been 2 months. Poor fucking man. What a fucking tramp.
Why do you want to leave him? Is he a piece of...
Okay, we are cooked.
This is the common thing I hear when women are out doing this stuff and, you know, scumbag movements like this woman's doing. And the fact she's doing it on camera just shows she doesn't really think straight, clearly.
No, she wants to be caught. She wants to be caught. So it'd be easier for her.
And when women do this sort of behaviour, that other woman said, is he a piece of shit? Like, he's the problem. When are we going to hold these women accountable?
She's the piece of shit. She's the fucking scumbag.
Oh, man. Like, shouldn't we look at she's the one doing the wrong before we look at the husband?
Yes.
Even in the comments, girls are saying that, yeah, this guy must be abusive, he's controlling,
Oh, yeah. The wife's cheating, so it's the man's fault. That is typical of a woman, right? Come on. It's unbelievable, right? Even when a woman attacks a man, right? The woman is the victim. It's baffling, isn't it? It's baffling.
She's insecure. Like, she's not cheating. She's figuring it out. Like, what am I seeing? I go to the comments because I know I'm going to see this absolute waffle. Like, you see any video like this, look at the comments. They're always the same, right? If this was a dude in the same situation, they would all be saying, run, tag his girlfriend, run for the hills, this guy is a scumbag, you know, and people would be kicking off. But when a woman does it, it seems to be fine. Like, she literally just said that she's out there cheating. She's been married 6 years. She met this guy a few months ago. She's doing the dirt on that guy. And people are making out like the husband who no one knows about, he's the problem. I mean, make it make sense.
It doesn't make sense. That's the thing. Sam is correct. It does not make sense. Some women will honestly just blame men. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. In their mind, even when they're cheating on their boyfriend who's done nothing wrong, or husband in this case, it's his fault. If she went and bottled a man, as we were just talking about, it'll be because he deserved it. You know, because she felt like it. It's his own fault. No accountability whatsoever. And the other females will endorse that behaviour because, well, they want other women to endorse their behaviour, if that makes sense. So they're going to blame the man as well. Even though we don't know who this man is, he might be a wonderful man who works very hard. He could be a piece of shit, fine. But he could be a very decent man who works very hard, and she's just cheating on him. He has no clue. And she thinks the woman interviewing her asked, is he a piece of shit? She didn't say, why are you a piece of shit cheating on your husband? And all the people in the comments also didn't ask that, did they? No. Like, how is it always a man's fault when a woman does something wrong? It's just not. That's like blaming the hyena for what the lion did. It doesn't work, okay? It doesn't work.
God damn it!
Mate.
You can't make this shit up!
I just MailChimp my marketing by adding SMS to my multi-channel campaign.
Well, that's the end of the video. I don't know Sam. If you like his channel, you can find it on YouTube. Just search SimpSaverSam. He's always got new content up, usually. All the best. Take care. Peace. Bye-bye.